Hello, boys and girls. I want to introduce my best friend in the world, Annie.
Why, thank you, Shirley. And why do you call me Annie?
And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own.
Oh, kids, hold on. I think that's hilarious. I've always called you Annie, but I don't think the boys and girls here have met you yet. You guys are going to help me tell a story tonight. A story about more best friends. And their sheep. Yes, like you, Shirley. And their sheep dogs. And they take care of each other and walk together, eat together, talk together, sleep together their whole lives. Just like you guys do. Almost. So let's get the book. It's Brave Dogs and Gentle Dogs. Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
Yay!
Is everybody ready to listen to the story tonight? I see we have all of our sheep friends together and our dogs and the Australian Shepherd and the goat. Now the Australian Shepherd and the goat still need a name, so I'm looking for suggestions for naming them. And of course, Annie and Shirley. So if you guys are all ready and you're snuggled in with your friends and can pay attention, we're ready to go. Out in Wyoming, Little Tuck watches over a flock of sheep as it grazes the high sagebrush plains. Little Tuck is a guardian dog. He belongs to a breed called Great Pyrenees, one of many kinds of guardian dogs found all over the world. He's not so little, is he? Guardian dogs have been used to guard livestock for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. About 30 years ago, ranchers brought these guardian dogs to the Rocky Mountains. The dogs protect livestock from predators like grizzly bears and gray wolves. It's hard to tell the dog from all the sheep, isn't it? Oh, puppies! Ranchers use several different breeds of dogs. One breed often had babies with another, and they're called crossbreeds. The names, colors, and kinds of coats even vary, but all of the guardian breeds have some things in common, including their large size and their natural guardian instinct. Guardian dogs, such as Snip here, are not used to move or herd livestock like Annie is. Their only job is to stand guard, keeping predators from harming any members of their herds. The dogs receive very little training. Instead, the dogs are raised with the livestock in a process called socialization. Ranchers help the process along by introducing the pups to their herds at a young age. See there? When guardian puppies are born, sheep's wool is placed in their bedding to keep them warm and happy and to get them used to the smell of sheep. These dogs, named Sunny and Cher, are brother and sister. After a few weeks of lying in the wool, the puppies go out to meet their sheep. Look at that. They look like little sheep themselves. When a guardian puppy meets a sheep for the first time, sometimes both young animals are afraid, but friendships start very soon. The puppies lick and smell their sheep a lot. I bet that's how Annie and Shirley got to be friends. Guardian pups learn that their sheep smell like the wool that the pups sleep in. Once the puppies learn that lambs are nice, they begin to meet older sheep, which are much bigger than the lambs. This usually takes place when the pups are a few months old. When a new lamb is born, the pups are eager to meet the new arrival, but the ewe, that's a mommy lamb, stays close to supervise. Guardian dogs become strongly attached to their sheep, just as dogs growing up in a home become attached to the people who live with them. This relationship is called bonding. I think Mr. Williams is very bonded to Max and vice versa. Bonding means a unique closeness exists between the dog and the sheep. Look at that. The sheep trust their guardian dogs, and that trust is returned. Many of the dogs spend their entire lives with one herd of sheep and recognize that herd as being different from other herds. Sometimes a guardian dog that is lost will actually walk past other sheep herds while looking for their own herd. If that isn't adorable, what is? They know each other very well. These pups, just a few months old, are now big enough to follow the sheep around. They begin to stay out with the sheep as they graze during the day, then bed down with the herd at night. When the pups misbehave, the sheep will even discipline them, as this ewe is doing, threatening to butt the pups with her head when they try to bother her food. So they treat each other just like they belong together, because they do. My book is going a little wild and needs a little discipline too. These brave pups are on guard duty, but Mom is there just in case. The mother dog, my book wants to wrinkle. The mother dog often stays where she can see her pups, making sure they don't wander away from the herd or get into too much trouble. She looks a little worried. Now, why do sheep need to be guarded? Here it is. Bears, mountain lions, and wolves are all a threat to sheep, but coyotes are their primary predator. That's him. Coyotes live in nearly every environment on the North American continent. They've even been seen walking downtown in Cleveland since the lockdown. They are called food opportunists, meaning they'll eat almost any food available, from birds and mice to rabbits and deer. Coyotes also prey on domestic livestock, including sheep. Not if that big dog can stop it. Ewes, or female sheep, are very attentive to their young, but they need guardian dogs to help protect their vulnerable babies. Guardian dogs protect their herds by barking, patrolling, and sometimes even attacking predators that are trying to harm the sheep. Good guardians, they are always near. During lambing, when ewes have their babies, shepherds keep a close eye on newborn lambs and so do their guardian dogs. Guardian dogs can be born at any time of the year, but lambs are usually born in the spring. This ewe has 4 lambs and needs full-time help. Guardian dogs make great babysitters. As the pups grow up, they want to be with their sheep and guard them and stay with them always, keeping them safe from harm. Boys and girls, in this week we're talking about how Jesus is a good shepherd. Like these good guardian dogs, he stays nearby, he is as close as a prayer, he protects you, he comforts you, and that's why this is one of the most comforting images of Jesus. When I was little, I would have nightmares at night, and my mom would get up, and eventually I think she got tired of getting up and wanted me to learn how to comfort myself a little bit. And there was a church bulletin that had the picture of Jesus as a good shepherd, and it was so pretty that my mother framed it and put it over my bed. And when I woke up and I was scared, she told me to look at that picture and know that Jesus, the Good Shepherd, was always with me. She taught me to say the Lord's Prayer, and she taught me the psalm that talks about Jesus as the Good Shepherd. And that's always been a part of me my whole life. Have a great evening, boys and girls.